So guys, I have huge news that you don't want to miss out about Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4. And in this video, I will also show who Lord Ras masters. And no, it's not the Source Dragon of Strength. The proofs I have are lit. This will be the best and most powerful video that I've ever made, so stay tuned and watch the full video. So this video will be like a teaser for Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4. First off, Season 3 of Dragon Rising ended with a true cliffhanger. The ninjas are stranded in different teams across the furthest parts of the merged lands. Lloyd and Aaron are in the wilderness. Kai, Nia and Jay, who has finally rejoined the ninjas. Kinda. They are in the land of monsters. Sora, Frak, Wildfire and Ryu are in the same place that Raz and his team got teleported in Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 2. We don't know where this place is because even Cinder looked very confused and asked where they were. So yeah, not even he knew. Since all the ninjas will meet new enemies in the furthest parts of the merged lands, and I actually have some leaked pictures of them. Here's the one that will encounter Sora and her team, and here's the other one that will encounter Kai and his team. I don't know what these villains will do, but if we look at this villain, we can really see that Kai and his team are in the land of monsters, since this one really looks like a monster. I also think that the teams will meet a new major villain, because if these two are some kind of main villain, no, I don't think so. So I think Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4 will have a new major villain. No, it will not be Lord Ras. I think he will doing side quests exactly like he did in Season 3. We also know that Lloyd and Aaron will meet a Source Dragon, since the Source Dragon of Strength, Life and Focus have withdrawn from the council and roaming around the merged lands. I think Lloyd and Aaron will meet the Source Dragon of Life, since it's that one that Lloyd's powers come from. I also think that the Source Dragon will be mad at Lloyd because he summoned the Arch Dragon of Focus without the Source Dragon's permissions. We also know that Cole and Zane will have a bigger roles in Ninjago Dragon Season 4, and they will try to get the ninjas back to Ninjago, and we also know that they will fight against Ras in the normal monastery. Ras master will not be revealed in Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 4 Part 1. To be honest, I don't even think his master will be revealed in Season 4, since I don't think they will rush this. His master might be revealed in Part 2, but definitely not in Part 1. Because I know that directors also feels that they made a mistake with Thunderfang, like rushing everything so fast, so they will not make the same mistake again. We know that Ras needs to reverse the merge to release his master, or at least make his master stronger. And he needs all 7 Source Dragon icons to do so. As of Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 3 Episode 20, he already had 2 Source Dragon icons. And I think this will take time to retrieve the 5 last Source Dragon icons. So he will do side quests in Season 4. It was a long process. He had to go to the underworld to retrieve the Source Dragon icon of energy. So he has 5 more to go, and yeah, it will be a process, I think. Lord Ras will also do a ritual on Master Wu's spirit. Look at this cage that he trapped Master Wu's spirit inside. It looked exactly like the one that they trapped Bonzo in Ninjago Dragon Season 2 and did a ritual on. But I wonder what the ritual will do. Will it reverse the merge? Will it give him another Source Dragon icon? Will it take him to the Conjurum of Realms? We don't know that yet. Now we come to an interesting thing. Who is Lord Ras master? Well, after Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 3 Episode 19 and 20, we could easily count out Master Wu and Sarkar. We know that many people thought that either of them was his master, but now it's obvious they are not. As Ronto told Ras in Episode 19 that Sarkar would be disappointed if he knew what Ras was up to. Sarkar has been an elemental master and competed and won the Tournament of Sources. And Sarkar has been seen in a flashback in Season 2, and he was mentioned in Season 3. And I think he will appear in the show as a spirit or something, exactly like the Anaconda generals did in the OG Ninjago. They mentioned General Arcturus in Season 3 and say that it was a Serpentine that they fighted, and then later on in Season 4 they actually met him. We have actually seen this before. Characters are mentioned and then later revealed, like in Season 1 when they mentioned the Dark Lord and everyone thought it was Garmadon, but then it turned out to be the Overlord. Warrior got mentioned in Season 10 in a storm scene and then later appeared in Season 14. Or maybe a Thunderfang. He was seen in a vision in Season 2 of Ninjago Dragon Rising and then later appeared in Season 3 of Ninjago Dragon Rising. But guys, a short reminder before I make a huge reveal. This video takes a lot of time to make. Look at my edits. This takes time to make. And I do a lot of research also. And I have fresh info and pay close attention that no one else does. Because I have looked around and what I'm about to say, no one have seen or mentioned. So please guys, subscribe, and now back to the video. When the Source Dragon of Motion gives Lloyd a prismatic blade, she rips off a little bit of her skin and then this sound comes. These sounds look familiar, right? Yes, it does. When Lord Ras called for his master's aid, this is the sound that comes. It's the exact same sound. Gasp. Like what? And since we know that Ninjago Dragon Rising loves making teaser and Easter eggs, just look at this episode from Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 2 Episode 10 that we can see if we pay close attention that Rox escapes the nether space. And then in Part 2 they revealed that her soul had escaped but not her body. And yeah, and here you can see that her souls escape. But the Source Dragon of Motion's color is red and gold. The exact same colors that Ras has when he speaks to his master. Also, before it turns into a prismatic leg, look at this. When Ras master teleports Ras away, it looks really similar. What if the Source Dragon of Motion is evil? Like Like she only pretends to be good, so the ninjas and the viewers won't see it. Like Harumi or Dr. Sanders or, yeah, Pythor with that beard. I think we have seen Lord Rust Master earlier in the show before, but we just don't know it. I don't think they just bring someone new in. The Source Dragon of Motion is the Source Dragon that we have seen the most out of all Source Dragons. Like some of them we have not even seen. We know that the Cauldron of Realms is the home of Lord Rust Master, and the Cauldron of Realms can be forged. And who can forge realms and create realms? Yes, Source Dragons can. So what if this place that all the Source Dragons are in is the Cauldron of Realms? Or maybe the Source Dragons have some other part of their soul. Maybe they are like the first Benitsu Master, that the dragons are half Oni, because we know that Source Onis exist. Just look at this tweet from Doc Viat, one of the creators of Ninjago Dragon Rising. He got a question: does all the things have an equal opposite? Are there Source Onis? And he answered, no comment here either, sorry. This is basically a yes. He teases us. The guy that asked him also asked two other interesting questions. Can you create icons from the Cauldron of Realms with enough elemental powers? If so, is it the only place where they can be made? And Doc answered, you're fishing for spoilers, not going to comment. So what if Russ will go there and defeat all the Source Dragons with help from the Source Dragon of Motion? Since in the console right now, it's only energy and flow left. Because everyone thinks that the Source Dragon of Strength is his master, since he has mentioned the word strength so much, and he has the Source Dragon icon of strength. And the Source Dragon of Strength didn't want the ninjas to compete in the tournaments of elements. But this is too odd, because if you think about it, if the Source Dragon of Strength was his master, why would he not want the ninjas to compete, since Russ needed as much as elemental powers as possible? If they didn't compete, it would be less power for us. One though that really wanted them to compete was the Source Dragon of Motion. I think it's too obvious that the Source Dragon of Strength is Russ' master, and we know that Ninjago has misled us before, like in season 4 of the OG Ninjago, when the writers wanted us to think that Shade was Shen's spy, and he also had a little weird behavior, and then it turned out to be Skylar, even though she helped out the ninja, exactly like the Source Dragon of Motion has. And since Source Dragons can create Source Dragon icons from the Cauldron of Realms, why would the Source Dragon of Strength withdraw from the console if there is the place where all the Source Dragons are? It doesn't really make any sense. And when the Source Dragon of Motion Lego set was released, it was a throne on her for Lord Russ to sit on. This kinda shows that they will rule together and Russ will ride on her. My final guess is the Source Dragon of Motion is Lord Russ' master. They want to make a twist on it, like now everyone thinks it's the Source Dragon of Strength, but no, I don't think so. Comment your beliefs and thoughts on my theory in the comments. I really want to hear what you guys think about it, and everything else that I said in this video. And as you guys know, these Ninjago Dragon Rising videos takes forever to make, so please help me out by subscribing. I want to see how many people that have watched until that. So if you have, please comment Source Dragon of Motion. And if you don't subscribe, yeah, this will probably be the last time we see each other, and that's really sad. I really want to see you again, and I hope that you want to see me again. So please help me out and subscribe to reach my dreams. See you all in the next video, I hope. Bye.